Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4 of Zeazin versus the Long War. I am of course Zeazin. Thank you for joining me. As we've seen at the end of the last episode, we have a scout in Germany, which is actually Norway, but hey, what can you do? You can put every country in here, I guess. So we're going to go for this one. It's going to be a scout. It's going to be a fairly easy mission, I would imagine, and we're going to go with... Honestly, I think this is quite good. That works out quite well actually, because I want to level up our specialists, and bringing all privates, it just kind of extends the mission sometimes and makes things a bit more difficult, puts you in a bit more of a risk of taking a lot of damage. So we're going to start you off with attack armor, AP grenade, flashbang. That should be okay. I'm actually going to swap this AP grenade out for a laser sight. Our medic of course needs a med kit, and I think probably a smoke grenade. I would imagine smoke grenades pretty useful. They will, in an area, make things a lot harder to hit, both alien and yourself, so something to bear in mind if you are going to be using them quite a lot. Okay, so, and our assault, we will put in attack armor. We're going to put on a flashbang grenade. Do not need the laser sight, so I'm going to put on the ceramic plating, make you a little bit more tanky. Reduces your movement a fair bit, but it's still probably worth it. Okay, and on our gunner, we are going to have a attack armor, AP grenade, HE. I think without the AP grenade, we're going to put on a laser sight. Keep the HE just in case we need to blow up any cover or anything like that. Private First Class Richardson, you are going to take on attack armor, laser sight, AP grenade. You're going to get... I'm actually okay with that. We don't have many AP grenades on this one. In fact, none so far. And Schultz, I think you're actually okay as well, to be quite honest. So I kind of sets things up pretty nicely. The way that it works basically is when you go into a mission, it'll take the best units that you have available, excluding the ones that are fatigued. You can take fatigued units on mission with you, but it will make them exhausted, which is a huge delay in getting them back on the field. From then, you can't just keep putting them in and in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with this one, so that should be fine. So launch this mission up just now, and it should be fine. So we don't have very far to go to Germany, so ideal. Okay, so this is Operation Shattered Mountain. It's in Germany, as I said. It's going to be a fairly standard sort of outdoor twilight mission, or night mission rather. So that's, I'm fairly comfortable with this mission layout. I've done it a lot of times before, so that should be absolutely fine. Okay, so we've got Jelani Okeke. We're going to move him a little bit forward here in this full cover. And then what have we got next? We have Ellen Johnson. I'm actually going to move her a little bit further forward because you don't really want your gunners to move that much. If you can keep them in a kind of a universal position, that is always good. Same with the assault. I'm going to move Visor all the way up here. Richardson, let me see where we're going to put you. I think probably... Alright, let's check the bounds of the mission first of all before we go any further. I was just kind of running towards the fire like some sort of caveman, but I think probably what we should do is check the bounds of the mission to see how far each way it is going to be. So that looks like the edge of the mission there, so I'd say a guesstimate we're right about in the center of the mission. Let me see. Yeah, we're about in the middle. So I think we're going to be okay. Just if we kind of go forward, it should be okay, to be honest. So I'm going to move the one at the back, Schultz, into high cover here. And let me see, who else have we got? We have Andrei Lebedev. We're going to pop you up onto this half cover here, I think. And stick you on Overwatch just because. And of course, we're going to have Tariq. We're going to put him all the way over here. And that should do it for our first move, Alt and Overwatch. A couple of Overwatches, and they're going to be on the right hand side, so it should be okay. I mean, the way that we're positioned, we've not got anyone that's kind of facing the back. They're going to be able to flank very easily. They're going to have to move right the way down to be able to get any flanks in. And we do have a couple of Overwatches here that are going to proc, so Okeke and Lebedev, both missing. They're actually, their bullets crossed there, so they hit each other's bullets. But unfortunately, hitting bullets doesn't help. Okay, so Jelani Okeke, you have an 82% chance. I'm just going to take this one, and you're going to miss horribly. 88% chance, going to take it, and that's going to hit because you're reliable. Good girl. Right, okay, 100% chance to hit and 99% chance to hit. I'm going to keep this one just in case. 85 and 85. I'm going to take the farthest away one, 85. Pop, pop. He's dead. And Schultz, I would rather not use you at the moment. I'm going to use my assault. Because I quite like my assault to be leveled up, because a leveled up assault is great. You can carry your arc thrower. Arc thrower basically will mean that I can capture aliens and opens up a whole bunch of new research options, which is always good. It'll give you research credits towards getting things a little bit faster. So I'm going to run a little bit further forward here with Lena Schultz. And that should be the end of the turn. So we managed to kill 3 with no problems at all there. That's absolutely fine. Drones are far and away the easiest enemies to kill in this game, so that's fine. Right, okay, so we'll go with a reload there, and we will move. I think we just... I'm almost tempted to just dash the gunner into this, but yeah, I'm going to take an aggressive move here with the gunner. I think we should be okay. Yeah, we're going to be absolutely fine. Right, okay, so our assault, again, aggressive moves all the way up to the front here. With the sorts of missions we'll be getting just now, it's pretty unlikely we'll be getting anything more than between sort of 6 and 10 enemies per mission, sometimes as low as 4, unless we get, like, by some obscure problem, we'll be getting huge waves of enemies in like a large UFO or something like that that lands, and I will not be touching them at all. Did I just... yeah, I did. Good. I thought the hotkeys had changed there for some reason. Lena Schultz, you can move forward a little bit here as well, and you will reload, I think, because there's going to be an outsider on this mission, much like the last. So we need to be a little bit more careful about where we're doing these things. So we've got, it sounds like some sectoids over in that direction. It's always nice to have those little audio cues on larger missions or outdoor missions, because it's sometimes quite hard to figure out exactly where the enemies are going to be. So I'll take a little bit of a short move here, and that will pop the wave. Let's see where they move and see if we can get anything useful out of this. So we've got one shot here, 64, that's ideal really. Well, not ideal, but it's about as good as you're going to get with a private for a shot like that. So we will move Andrei Libdev up here, and we shall stick him on Overwatch just because. Moving this hard cover over here with Lena Schultz. She will not have a shot because that's where he was our friend Richardson was before, and it didn't help him out. So we're going to dash up with Jelani Okeke up here as well. And I think actually I'm going to go over here with Ellen Johnson and see if we can get quite a nice hit on here. So we're going to go for this kill with Ellen Johnson, and she misses miserably. All those bullets, all those misses. Okay, so Joanna Visa, I could do getting her in a position to breach this soon. That's one of Assault's main strong points, to be quite honest. I suppose you can Overwatch. You're not going to be able to do a great deal, but you can Overwatch because there's no point in hunkering, to be quite honest. Okay. So they are going to just Overwatch. That makes things a little bit more difficult, to be quite honest. We've got a 40 and a 65. I'm going to take a 65, and that is going to be a kill. Well done, Richardson. Nicely done. And we're going to pop to our gunner and see what we've got here. So that's 78. That's great. 78 should guarantee the kill. There we go. So that is those aliens all dead. I think. In fact, I think there might be one more. Now that I think about it. So I'll move Visa over a little bit. And we will stick on Overwatch just in case the outsider decides to pop out. Okay, and Jelani Okeke, you can go a little bit further over here, and you will Overwatch. We'll put you, Mr. Libdev, in the high cover over here. Schultz, Hans Schultz, will go over here, and you will. I can't remember where Hans Schultz is from. I don't know. It'll probably come to me at some point later on. I'll be sleeping or something like that. It'll come to my brain, but sometimes happens. So Okeke is still not getting vision over here. Do we have any battle scanners? I don't think we do. That's unfortunate. I always forget to bring something on these missions, and it's always a nightmare. Alright, so come down here, go for a reload. We shall move you. I think just for scouting purposes, we'll move you with the blue move over here. And then put you into this half cover over here. Just because it's sometimes useful to do that, just to see if you can find out where the enemy is, so you're not wasting time running around after potentially dead aliens. Because I can't remember how many I killed. There was definitely 2, but I can't remember if I killed the 3rd. Right, so Shooty McShootgun is going to go over here. Let me see, Lebedev, you can do very little. So I'm going to run you in the high cover over here. That should be fine. Schultz, you can come and join the breach party, I think, and that should be okay. Okeke, I don't want to move there at the moment because I might be able to pop that outsider, so I'm just going to overwatch. Okay, let's see what we can do about this outsider. Almost tempted to... I'm actually going to overwatch with these 2. Not with that one. And this one. Just in case when we open this, it might pop and then run, and then we might be able to get a free hit on this while it's outside of cover. But no, it didn't actually work out. That's a shame. So it's a 55, and our 41. That's okay for kind of long range shot. So we shall fire on this outsider, take off 4 of his damage. That guarantees that he's going to be at least 1 health down, because as I've said before, they do recover health over time. I'm going to smoke grenade here, just to make sure that they're a little bit safer than otherwise they would be, because they are probably the prime targets, I would guess, for this outsider. We do have that overwatch there to protect if he does decide to move forward a little bit to get some hits, but I doubt that's going to happen, to be quite honest. Move Ellen Johnson a little bit further forward in case she is so needed. I'm going to flashbang. And that should put us in a pretty good position before the next turn. He's probably just going to either hunker or overwatch on the next turn, because he's probably not going to be able to get a hit. I mean, the chances of him hitting Visitor there are pretty low. So he's going to run very small amount of ways and throw in an overwatch. There's times like this where I really wish I had a scout that I could use to bait those overwatches. I think in this sort of situation what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of move people up. Yeah, he's going to be in the smoke cloud here, so he should be okay. Yeah, running through smoke clouds is usually okay. And that baits out the overwatch, so that works in pretty well, I would say. And you are going to dash as far as you can forward here. Well, I say being safe, but not really, because there's probably no alien over there. But no, that's fine. So, 37, not very good. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to run and gun over to here. We'll see what we can get from here. 77, that should be fine. Run and gun basically means that you can dash and shoot on the one turn. Lead dev, you can move up here into the smoke, and Richardson, I think probably is a good idea to move you over here so that you'll be in a reasonable position. If you can kind of pepper pot a little bit forward, that should be fine. Okay, that is less than ideal. She's going to take a faceful. She's panicked as well, and that's the major source of my damage, to be quite honest. She hungered, that's at least something. But she is down to 3 health, so that means that it's going to be a little bit... I'm going to have to just go ham on this one, I think, to try and save my unit. So, we'll put Lead Dev over here. Not going to have a flank, I don't think. 71. You can move up a little bit further as well. Will you have aiming angle from there? Yeah, I think you probably will. So we'll pop you over here. 62. Nope, miss. Oh, this could potentially be horrific. I want to save these AP grenades just in case. What's your chance? 45. 73. We'll take the 73 and see what happens here and base our decision off that. Okay, sorry, that's 4 damage. That is good. So, 71. Come on. There we go. Managed to get him. That's good. So that is 6 aliens, like I predicted. So that's fine. Well, semi-predicted. I said between 6 and 8. So that's fine. Only one that's going to be quite injured, which is unfortunate. It's nice not getting any injuries, but it's going to happen. That is, of course, the nature of warfare. 13 days isn't too bad, I guess. It's one advantage of this one. Right, so heat warheads are going to be garbage for this this medic. Smoke grenades going to be good, I think. Damn good ground. Enemies at lower elevation. I think that's probably wasted. It's unlikely the medic's going to be on rooftop. So we'll take the smoke grenade here, and that should be fine. Right, Ellen Johnson, gunner. Damn good ground might be quite good. Yeah, I think damn good ground is going to be quite good for our gunner here. So that should be fine, because it's quite likely I'm going to have them on rooftops and things like that. Okay, low profile, flush and sharpshooter. These are all difficult choices, to be quite honest. Flush is really good. Sharpshooter is really good. And low profile is really good. Flush, especially on an assault, is really good because it's got a much, much higher aim bonus than a standard shot, so you'll be able to shoot that from further away. There's much less damage, but if an enemy's on just like 1 health or something like that, it's usually worth it, and also pushes them out of cover. But I think actually low profile might be quite good for our assault, because there's a chance they're going to be running out into the fray of things, so I think that's going to be a good choice. Scout sniper, I think we need another scout. Tactical, we've got quite a lot of infantry, so I'm going to go with another assault here. And might as well go for a rocketeer, I guess. We'll want a couple of them because they are pretty useful in the later game, especially for terror missions and things like that. You throw a shredder rocket on them and things will explode. Okay, so that worked out pretty fine. We've got some damaged flight computers here, so we will sell those as well as a useful power source. Didn't get any intact ones, unfortunately, but hey. It's going to be a while before we get to use them anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant. So it's fine. Complete transaction. That's fine. Okay, so we'll see our upcoming events. We've got 6 days to get xenobiology. Once we get xenobiology, things we'll be able to start researching a lot quicker. Well, gradually increase our research capacity at least. Fission generator is going to be coming up soon. Satellite uplink is going to be we do not have... Right, okay, this is something I completely forgot to do. When you're building a satellite uplink, it's also important that you build satellites. So I'm going to manufacture a couple of these. Two. Yeah, 2. Okay, so we've got 2 satellites coming in. That should fill our requirements for the next part as well. We shall scan for activity and see what happens here. Heavy UFO over Argentina. In the long war, one country will withdraw from the XCOM project very quickly, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's because in this mode, yep, there we go, Canada's withdrawn. Canada is a bit of a problem. It's quite a painful loss, because the US is very, very useful, because of course it makes your aircraft a lot cheaper. But that is part of the experience, I guess. It's going to make things a bit difficult. Bloody Canadians. So we have lost them, so it means we're not going to be able to get the bonus for the air warfare. That is not good. Okay. So we've finished an excavation. I don't think we've really got enough money here to do anything about it, but. Insufficient funds. Yeah, we're not going to be putting anything on there anyway. Excavate that as well, just to prepare ourselves for the future. Okay, yep, we get that. There's nothing really I can build at the moment, so I will refrain from doing so. XCOM, I've researched their new thing. Alright, okay, that's fine. So we've got alien containment and a targeting module. Targeting module, I've never actually used that. Things like scopes seem a little bit more useful for that. Okay, so got a couple of options here. Xenoneurology would be quite good. Alien weaponry seems quite good, because then I'll be able to get a scope. And if I get a scope, that increases my aim, and I'm sure if you've been watching the rest of these series, I am pretty mad for getting high aim, because I don't really find it that fun to miss stuff. It can really mess things up. So I think we'll go with alien weaponry, to be quite honest. I quite like to get exogenetics, but as 30 days that's going to take, so we're going to go with alien weaponry. So that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Dr. Valen, it's so interesting. I'm going to shut you up. I'm sorry if I'm skipping through all these things, but I do find them mildly annoying. I've played through this game rather a lot now, so I'm kind of up to date with all this sort of stuff. Right, okay, so launching satellites. As you can see, the Canada, we're not going to be able to get that one anymore, which is a shame. So they were drawn. The rest of the panic levels are looking okay, to be quite honest. It's looking fairly okay. You do get requests as well. India's wanting a satellite they can get to. They're not getting any satellites from me. Not at this stage anyway. I'm going to be probably looking to affirm my hold on Europe a little bit more because I have interceptors there, and interceptors are very expensive. I shall show you the hangar just now. Again, so say for example I wanted to order interceptors over South America. They're 200 each and they cost 40 per month. My monthly credits up there 605, so that can very quickly reduce. So expanding too quickly in all the different countries can make things very difficult, so I tend to avoid it. Okay, so we'll scan again. Fission generator should be there. Okay, so there you go. There's an example of what our research has got us. For 4 sectoid corpses, we get 1 scientist. It's not a great trade. You'll be getting more later, but sectoid corpses are fairly easy to get, so that's absolutely fine, and that will reduce our alien weaponry down by a couple of days. Because you don't actually have that many scientists. You think, you know, the company, the group that's same again. The group that's going to be, you know, saving the world from the alien invasion. You think quite a lot of scientists would be really up for trying to help them out, but obviously not. It seems that they're only out for the alien corpses. Okay, so we've got ourselves a fission generator. That's good. So we'll assign some new constructions, build facility, excavate. I think we'll build another fission generator here. Here we go, and we'll excavate that as well. And then we'll put some laboratories down here somewhere, I think. My build plan here is going to be incredibly inefficient. Just if there is any kind of XCOM veterans, my build orders are going to be awful. It's I kind of find it hard to plan these things out. Access lift. Yeah, I'm actually going to build this because I need to extend down to get my laboratories at the bottom here, I think. Or down here, whichever. The world is my oyster, as they say. Okay, so we've got 10 engineers and 12 scientists. That seems okay for the time being. Can we build anything more? Targeting module, don't need it. Don't need any of that, and can't afford it anyway. Okay, so we shall scan again. Excavation, yeah, I don't really care about excavations for the time being. Satellite uplink in 2 seconds. There we go. So we've got a satellite uplink, that's fine. We will of course be waiting 14 days for the satellites because of my mistake, unfortunately, and that will mean we don't get the extra money from the council report, which would have been nice. Yeah, you can have your things, especially for 2 scientists. You can definitely, that's definitely a worthwhile trade. Okay, so we have a mission here. This one is cemetery, large Chinese, these aliens are using as a staging point. Bomb disposal mission. Right, so we've got that to look forward to in the next episode. For the time being, we will end the episode here. We shall go on this next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you like, then like. If you want to ask me any questions, please send me a comment. I will reply to you. And I really hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.